Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Crusader Kings 2 series on my channel. Now, this right now does not look like a regular start that you might expect from a new series. The reason is that this save has already been going on for about 136 years. The reason is that this video is part of a YouTuber Succession game series, and I have just recently inherited this save, and now it is my turn to play as a character. I only get to play as one character. I only get to play as the Basilissa Solaria of the Byzantine Empire, and once she is dead, I have to hand over the save to the next person. I cannot play any longer. I have to give it up to the next person. I find this type of I guess, series very enticing, very interesting, because every player has a different approach to the game. Everyone, you know, has different focuses and different styles of playing as well. So that kind of makes it more realistic, and I really like that a lot. But before I actually go ahead and go into the series, there's a couple things that we need to do first. Now, I personally have just, as I said, inherited the save. I have well, I have been given a couple of hints by my predecessor, Game Gapster, but I also want to, well, I still need to kind of assess the situation on my own, and I also want to give the people who are watching or who are discovering this series for the first time on my channel a chance to kind of catch up on what's been going on. So for this, we're actually going to check out the family tree, but I also quickly just want to remind the newcomers that might be coming to the channel because of this series that my channel is a roleplay channel, which means that the actions, or my actions, are going to be based on the traits of my characters and not on what I think would be the best for the country. Now, of course, this mixes, but for most of the time, I will make my decisions based on what I think the characters would do if they were true characters. So, now with that being said, I think we should have a quick look at the situation. Now, actually, we can start right now. We start as the Byzantine Empire, which is a very powerful realm, probably the most powerful in the world at this moment. And my ancestors have been, well, doing a very good job of handling the realm so far. They've expanded quite a bit, and my father, in fact, was on the verge of restoring the Roman Empire, and it seems as though I might be the one who gets to finally restore the empire, but we'll see if that's actually gonna happen. But yeah, let's actually go ahead and check out our family first. Now, we're known as House YouTuber, and my father has done a very important thing. He has actually changed the coat of arms of our house. So previously you can see a different coat of arms, and my father has changed that. I will not change it. I'm very happy with the one we have right now, so that's fine. But I will also find a way to make my mark on the world. I can promise you that. I have many very great ideas already for this character. But yeah, we'll go over the family tree. There you go. First, before I talk about all of the things that I want to do, I'm very excited. If you can't tell, I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to get things started. But yeah, so we started off this series as the Emperor Isix I. Then we had Bill. Continuing on, we had Prussian as the third emperor. We had Magnus the Holy, our great-grandfather. Then we had Mitch the Saint, my grandfather, who mended the schism between the Catholics and the Orthodox. And then my father, as I said, he was the one who was on the verge of restoring the Roman Empire, but then died right when he declared a war against the Sunni Caliph of the Sakkadids. And now I have inherited not only the save, but also this war. And this is actually where I want to start off right now, because my father did not intend for me to inherit. He actually wanted my sister, the Princess Gapsteria, to inherit, and for that he actually changed the succession laws to the Ultimogenitor. Now, I'm not entirely sure why I still inherited. Maybe that was a bug, but maybe it is because I already had a son. I'm not too sure, but it doesn't matter because we have now inherited, and as a very paranoid person, we are obviously, well, we feel like our sister has convinced our father to change the succession law in her favor. So she's one that we're gonna have to deal with very soon. She has a claim on our throne, and naturally, I feel like she wants to usurp it from us. So we might have to remove this. I'm very sorry, Game Gapster, for this. I know that you want... he's been spreading his name across our dynasty a lot, and I know that he wants one, at least Gapster or a Gipsteria to inherit, but it's not going to be our sister. It's not going to be our sister. She is going to have to be removed. Now, however, I'm not going to be just... you know, imprisoning her and killing her, because we're also a just character. So we have a very well-developed sense of justice, so I cannot simply do something that is either against the law or against our council, which to which we'll actually get in a second. Now, my father, as I said, did not intend for me to inherit, which is why he did not really care about my education. We are a Miaphysite Christian, which is because we grew up with our mother, the Duchess Gainat the Just. And, well, that is actually quite problematic, since our realm is mostly Orthodox. As I said, our grandfather mended the schism between the Catholics and Orthodox, which is why you can't really see much Catholicism in the world. That obviously puts us in a little bit of a bad situation, as most of our vassals are Orthodox as well, so they are not going to be too happy with us, which is why I most likely will change my religion to the Orthodox faith. But I think we're gonna have to wait until our mother dies, because she's already very depressed, and I guess it would just kill her to see her own daughter convert away from her religion. So we're gonna have to wait until we can convert. But yeah, that's obviously one thing we need to do. We've had really many obstacles to overcome in order to inherit our throne here, and that is maybe the reason why we are so gluttonous. We think that eating, you know, is gonna solve our problems, which obviously it doesn't, but yeah, maybe we will learn that at some point. Now, we're born in the purple, which is just a regular trait for for most of the Byzantine emperors and empresses, so that's nice. And, well, we have... we're actually a pretty good administrator, yes. We never seem to run out of funds, which is going to be incredibly helpful fighting this war against the Sunnis. Now, unfortunately, our father married us to some ambitious nobody. I mean, like, who even is he? House Ludolfinger, they're counts. If anything, well, High Chiefs of Brunswick, which is somewhere over here, barbarians as well, but luckily converted to the Orthodox faith. I can't really stand his face, and I cannot stand his headgear. That is just, it looks ridiculous. I really want to get rid of my husband as well, but as I said, as a just person, we can't simply take him away. So we're gonna have to find a way to do something about him, and I think what's gonna help us with this is the intrigue focus. I feel like as a paranoid person, we kind of want to make sure that no one is spying on us, or no one is doing anything against us, so we're gonna have to use the spy on option often. Now, also, there's an ambition that I could choose. We can groom an heir, which is probably the best thing to do right now. A Paragon of Virtue would... I don't think we're gonna get 500 prestige. We would get a... No, I don't think we're gonna do any of that. We're not particularly zealous, so I think grooming an heir is the ambition we're gonna go with for now. Yeah, so we have a son and a daughter already, which is perfectly fine. Okay, now I have many things on the interior that I want to change. For example, I would like to change our laws. I would like to increase the status of women as the first female empress, the first female ruler of the Byzantines. We should do that, but that is not possible at the moment, and I think we shouldn't really be focusing on the interior too much right now, as we are in this war. So we'll finish this first, and then we'll deal with other things. But one thing I do want to do is retake the proper barony here. There was some very strange things going on. Our predecessors did lose Constantinople for a while. That was on purpose, but when it got retaken, the wrong barony got taken over. So we are now ruling from this province, and the problem is that this one does not have the Theodosian walls, which makes us lose out on tax income, fort level, and levy size. And, you know, we are very paranoid, we are very, well, I guess afraid almost. We're not a craven necessarily, but I feel like we would feel much safer if we were to be behind the Theodosian walls. So let's have a quick look if we can't get our barony back. Now, well, I already saw that this is possible. Well, why can I not click this? I have a non-aggression pact with him. Well, that's very unfortunate. Okay, so I guess there's nothing I can really do just yet. We are luckily the heir to this guy, so if he does not produce any more sons, which he might not do due to his chaste wife, we will inherit this barony anyways. Okay, so maybe I don't have to do anything. I was hoping I could revoke it, but that's okay. Now, first thing we're gonna do is spy on our sister, as I'm pretty sure she convinced our father to change the succession laws. But as I said, that's all that we're gonna deal with internally. For now, let's focus on our exterior threats. Now, one good thing, our father has been very successful in creating alliances all across the world, I guess. So we are allied to the King of Bavaria, as well as the Emperor of Francia. So that's very nice. And then we also have the alliance due to our mother, the Duchess of Barbera. So yeah, that's very good. A lot of people help us in our wars, so this should go relatively easily, but still we need to make sure that we finish this war quickly. Now, in order to restore Rome, we not only need the Duchy of Antioch, but we also need the Duchy of Tunis, and I guess we're gonna have to go after this. I don't want to declare this war just yet, because that would be a little bit too much to handle, but yeah. Now, we have, as you can see, we have raised our own levies. I don't like to do that, because that takes away our own strength, so I'm gonna stand them down immediately, and I will instead just use our vassal forces. That shouldn't really be, yeah, that should be sufficient. Okay, now we also have a little bit of retinue, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do. We could use them as well. Yeah, I guess we could use our retinue, but not for now. Now, another person or another order that I usually like to raise are the Varangians, but I think we're gonna leave them for now, as I don't think it is necessary for us to actually raise them. Let me quickly see. You have 11,000 men and no allies. How many men are those? Those are 18,000. Okay, so I'm actually feeling pretty comfortable. Okay, we are actually finally going forward. I know this was a very long intro, but that just happens when a new series starts. Okay, so I'm my trusted snoops and sneaks. Yes, we're trying to find out what my sister is hiding. I'm sure she's up to something. I'm sure she is up to something. Now, as you can see, my father set up a much better marriage for her, as she is actually married to the second son of the Grand Chief of Saxony. So yeah, we have some ambitious nobody, whereas my sister has a prince of a barbaric realm. And of course, as soon as we ascend the throne, there are traitors rising up in our realm. Okay, where exactly are they? Okay, seems like somewhere in Italy. 3,000 men have just excuse me, risen up. Well, I guess that will change the plans excuse me, of our Italian forces, so we're gonna have to send them back. Now, I'm not sure if I really trust this slow dude to deal with this, but I guess so. He's the mayor of Triglia. There you go. So, Carius, I trust you to deal with these peasants. Please do your job. Okay, so we're gonna wait for our troops to amass here, and Despot Constantius, an advisor. He has died of cancer. Okay, now one thing I should definitely do is okay, unless we control... Okay, there's some very interesting things that I need to deal with, but I think the most important of this is our council. I have not really... yeah, I have 3 positions, or 2 positions that I can appoint, and maybe that will make our council content again. So, first of all, a steward. We have a Jew. Yeah, that seems like... I mean, he's by far the best, so I don't see why I should not pick him. And as a court chaplain, we will go simply with the best. Well, this guy is hardworking, and he wants to become a counselor, but he's just so much worse. So I'm gonna actually have to go with Himerios. Now, because I want to increase the status of women, we actually need tolerance. The tolerance level of 3. And my technology right now, we have the tolerance of 2. So in order to improve that, we need cultural advances. And our own learning is not very high. Now, well, it's not bad, but it's not very high. So I think we're gonna send our patriarch to research some cultural technology. Hopefully that's gonna speed up the process of our, well, of tolerance, spreading tolerance. Now, for you, I think it's fine if we just collect some taxes. That should be nice here in Constantinople. And let's have a quick look at the technology again, because I think we can improve. We can invest in siege equipment. That's very important in this war. And town infrastructure or trade practices. Trade value. And what is this? City tax. I think we're rather going to go with the city tax here, and then the rest will save our points for tolerance. Perfect. Okay, so anything else that we need to do? We can set a crown focus. We're obviously going to do that in our capital of Constantinople. Nice. And we can give out one more title, one more position, an advisor. Now, advisor should be someone that I like, which would be the Despot Christophorus the Butcher. Okay, I think he's going to be my advisor. Not sure if he's particularly skilled, but yeah, we'll have him advise us. Okay, perfect. And we also need to designate a regent. Who do I want to have as a regent? I definitely do not want to have my sister, as she's just going to use that power to usurp my title. Oh my god, excuse me, guys. I don't really know who I'm going to pick here. I think we're going to leave that position open for now. Although, maybe him. Maybe our advisor. Because we seem to like him. Well, that's actually... No, this is his opinion of us. I don't actually know if I like him, to be quite honest. I don't really care about him. Okay, maybe that was a mistake. Do I have any friends? I guess not. I do not. Okay, well, we're going to leave that position open for now, and we're going to recruit a court physician, hopefully someone we can trust. Okay, now what is this? Nomad agitation. Unless we construct castle city in the following counties, they will revert to nomad control. Okay, that is interesting. Not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do there, but I think we're just going to leave that for now. Yes, but I do need to appoint some more commanders, so let's at least do that. Bill the Despot of Greece. Yes. Can I send... Oh, you know, I'm actually going to send... Yeah, I'm going to appoint my useless husband to lead our forces, as I can't see his face anymore. I really want him to be away. So let's get our troops together. Do I want him to lead my personal forces? No, I think I'm going to give him command over this. Christophorus the Butcher. Then we'll have... my husband leading a flank, and we'll have probably Lebna Solomodid as well. Okay, so send our troops on the boats, and we'll make our way over to Antioch. Very nice. And I think the second army will send on the landway. They're gonna be arriving a little bit later, but that's fine. Okay, and who's this? Caleb Gobena, my courier. Okay, he's indulgent. I don't really care about him. He's not particularly interesting. Now, I also have two characters of special interest. I'm not entirely sure why. This one is a faction leader. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But why are you important? I don't really know. He does not seem to be important to me at all. So I think we'll just turn that off. And of course, my sister that wants to plot something. Yeah. Okay, so let's move forward. Your rangers report of an erudite herbalist that resides in a hut in the outskirts of the nearby town. Okay, unique. Okay, she seems pretty decent. I think bring her to court. That would be perfectly fine. And she should be the court physician. She is. Okay, very good, very good. And now we just need a regent. But yeah, we're young. I don't think a regent is necessary just yet. Okay, so you're gonna be there, and we'll have 9,000 men coming from over here. Do I have an organizer? That would be incredibly helpful. No. We have a defender. I could lead troops myself as well. I don't... Well, we could do that, but I don't think we will necessarily do that. No. Okay, so let's just continue. So far, nothing has happened in this war. And, oh, right, I should definitely check out the Italian front as well, since, yeah, we have these peasants that we need to deal with. They've already lost 300 men, so that's nice. Okay, and my vassals are unhappy because I'm raising their levies, but that's just the way it is. It's war, folks. No one's content. Okay, well, with our troops arriving here in the province of Arca, which is the one that we need to siege down in order to get war score, ticking war score, I should say. I think I'm going to be ending this episode here, but we'll just... No, I'm sure my sis is up to something, most definitely. As I said though, I think now that our troops have arrived, this is a good point to end the first episode. I'm very excited to see what is going to happen to our empress here. Many more things that I want to do that we're going to talk about in the upcoming episodes. For now, I just want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.